Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your season reading. Happy birthday. I am giving you the biggest hug because, okay, I tried to do your reading last night and I was talking to you and I was like, gosh, this feels so sad, Because I feel like you guys are going through somewhat of you know, a sad period. This is the same card that came out. You're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that life could look like this. Like, I know the spectrum of what life can be, but I didn't know that it could be this crazy, this hard, this shocking, this unexpected. Like, wow, I can't even process this, right? It's kind of like that kind of energy. But as I slept on it, and you know honestly, I slept all day because I was so tired. I just finished moving, and I I'm exhausted. It's been like a month of packing and pulling all things together, and it's just like, holy crap. I slept all day. So as I slept and sat on the energy, I was like, well, actually this isn't as sad as it seemed. It is overwhelming though, right? The Nine of Wands, it is like you are being seen, you're being shown things that you were not necessarily ready for, and they're not the easiest things to deal with, they're not the easiest things to process, they're not the easiest truths to understand. So the first card out as a Nine of Wands does acknowledge that right now does feel like a challenging period for you, even though the sun is in your sign, even though you have Mars and Leo, even though you have Pluto and Aquarius in your 12th and in your 10th house. This Aries energy, not just Venus and Mercury, but Neptune just entered Aries and Saturn is going to enter Aries later this month. And these are planets that hang out for a little bit. So there are massive changes happening for your life that kicked off in March and continue into April. And so you are being faced with this unexpected discomfort. The Nine of Wands. But it's it's uncomfortable, scary until you ground it, right? Like, the fiery spirit, the connection to the divine is not just sweet and happy, and that's what fire signs teach us. The fire can light you up or it can burn you. You want to be in harmony with this fire. You want to allow it to burn you. Let it burn you. Let it burn you. It's fine. It's not going to take anything from you. You're not going anywhere. You are fixed earth. You're here forever and a day. Let it burn you. Sure, fine, okay. But it's also an opportunity for you to be in harmony with the fire of life. And maybe you don't have any interest in this fire. You are fine with the way things are and how they've been. And so that pulsing fire that pushes on you daily to say, go here, go there, go find out about this, go explore that. It completely destabilizes you. You need everyone. And let yourself need everyone. Let yourself need everyone. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Everyone wants to be there for you. The energy is just shifting, but the sun is in your sign. And this is where, as I said, this coming out first, feeling a bit tense for Tauruses during this time, and maybe a new phase of your life. This is not a bad thing. That's what I realized. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, are my Tauruses going to be okay? Like, that's what I was like, oh my gosh, like that's what I was feeling, and that's when I go really deep, because I'm like, okay, you really need to know, like, you're going to need to push through. But as I slept on it, I was like, actually what's happening for Tauruses is that they're completing a milestone, a journey of creating and manifesting, and you have done it so well that there's this new level of reception to life experiences, and it does require you to pull back a lot from what you have asked of yourself for most of your life. You can now pull back and just be happy and in the room. And maybe that's a part of the challenge of receiving how good, how much you've achieved. It's kind of like, you're in a race, you're running the race, and but you're done with the race, but it's like you just, and this isn't a good example, but just think like basically you just want to keep going, you just want to keep running, you just, this is what you've been doing, you've been running for all this time, you just want to keep going, and it's like, well, the race is done, the race is done. But you're like, well, I have a new milestone. And I'm like, that's fine, you can have a new milestone, but the way that you approach it now needs to adjust, because life is different, and the new sorrows of life, let's just say, are so much more, they're new, let's just say that they're new. And so you need to open up, you need to kind of heal and adjust, which means you need to approach your ambitions differently. And you don't have to run, you don't have to, it does feel like the world is constantly pulling on you, but that's always been the case. That's always been the case. That's not anything new. But I think there is this kind of standard that you're holding yourself to that I think you should just stop. I think you should just stop. I think that you should um, if you have this ambition, great. It'll make it so much easier for you, so much more pleasant and fulfilling for you if you really take your time crafting. You are, with the sun now in your sign, you're getting exposed to the new ground that we're all walking on. Even though it seems like the same ground, it is, we've aged, society has aged, and so the mind changes. Although we find ourselves still living on the same earth, there are new fixed expectations and requirements, and this season and the sun in your sign during the month of May until May 20th is exposing you to these new requirements, and you are doing a good job of adjusting to them. But that also means you there are some things you have to let go of. You have to heal from, bring yourself healing to, and there's some tough information and truths that find you, that they don't throw you off, because you, again, you're not going anywhere. I think it's just people are in a space where they just want to say, they want to be their own authority. Let's talk about love. Love sits perfectly in place if you sit perfectly in place in your own life. If you are well grounded, well grounded. If you are yourself, which is focusing on everything that you want to do for you, and somewhere within that, making time to manage all the commitments that you have to other people. If you're grounded within that, your love life is perfect. Even though Venus and Mercury and Aries activate every bit of insecurity and worry within you, the Five of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. You don't need to be anything for anyone right now. You just need to take care of yourself as we all try to figure out what's next and how to navigate it. As long as you don't impose your energy or your new interest on anyone, love is perfect. And you can work in a way that's actually just like really dope, but like you have to adjust really quickly. Like you have to, like, the Taurus, the Scorpio full moon coming on the 12th is going to help us with this. This is perfect for you. And I think it's because you're waiting for the reveal of the wealth. If the money's not there, this is all just talk. You're waiting for the money to reveal itself. You're waiting for the um financial potential to reveal itself. Once it reveals itself, you will clear it all up. You'll clean it all up. You'll go to sleep. You will make sure that you're ready for every moment. But until then, you're like, this Aries shit, it looks interesting. Yeah, I passion, yeah, hoorah. Um, but like, what is this really going to do? What is all of this really worth? You know? And Saturn enters Aries this month in May and says, this is how much it's worth. I know people think Aries energy is going to never really form into something. It's not doing anything. But this energy is a wave, and people chase this wave because it's not about money. So don't get caught in that, structured value system that you've had around money and around financial opportunities. A new wave is here, and you want to tap into it, even if you're not really feeling it. Totally fine if you're not feeling it, but it's here and it's here to stay. And it's also the key to moving the funds, moving them in the direction that you want to move them in, moving them towards you. It is the new way forward. If you sit with your dissatisfaction with this wave, sit with it for as long as you need every day. Acknowledge how much you hate the way things are, how much you're not into it. And then go make a game of it. Make it something that is intriguing and that you know what it is for you. You need it to feel good. You don't want to build just to build something just because you can run and go do it. You want it to feel like something that pleasures you. And you're good at creating that pleasure. You're never going to stop creating that pleasure, but the challenge in it is that the way that you need to create pleasure for yourself moving forward, Like the way that you're used to creating pleasure, it works against you now. So you need to create a new way. You need to adjust those pleasure senses to something a little bit more even more collaborative. Not you're a collaborator, but it's even more collaborative. Okay, let's talk about health really quickly because I feel like your emotional health, which is being intensely activated as Neptune and Saturn and Venus and Aries Venus and Mercury hang out in Aries. I think your emotional health affects every other aspect of your health. And if you have a therapist, if you have a way of saying, if you have a lover that knows how to purify your energy through honest conversation each and every day, you're golden, you're fine. And if you're finding it hard to process everything, you may just need a therapist. You may just need someone that you can face life with every day, every week, every month. And you may just need a lot of rest. And as you rest, you feel what you've accomplished. You, instead of feeling sad and depressed and like you're missing out on something, you actually can sit in the years of building and creating and influencing the lives of others. I think you need a celebration for you so that the people around you can show you how much you've changed their lives. I think that's a great idea. I love that. Ooh. If you love a Taurus, plan a celebration for them, a vow renewal, a retirement party, give them an award for something, show them how they've impacted you. They actually need that a lot more than we think, not because they need more success, but because they need a response back from the world that what they gave you wasn't just in vain. There's actually a return to this thing. They need return. Money, sure, but love. They need the love return. They do. I love you, Taurus. I will talk to you in Gemini season. In the meantime, you can schedule private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description. Bye.